It was pouring rain when Mia ducked into the small cafe on the corner, the little bell above the door jingling softly. She was completely soaked, her umbrella having given up halfway down the street. The cafe was empty, but it felt so warm, filled with the glow of string lights. There was just one other person there, a man sitting by the window, completely absorbed in sketching in a notebook. Mia shook off her wet coat and headed to the counter. While waiting for her coffee, her eyes kept drifting back to him. There was something captivating about the way he held his pencil, the focused look on his face that made her heart do a little flutter. After a moment of hesitation, she took a deep breath, gathered all her courage, and walked over. "Excuse me," she said, her voice a little shaky. "Do you mind if I watch?" He looked up, a bit startled, but then a warm smile spread across his face. "Not at all," he said, gesturing to the empty chair right across from him. "I'm Leo." "Mia," she replied, sliding into the seat. And just like that, they started talking. It felt like hours passed, but it could have been just minutes. Time seemed to bend and stretch inside that cozy cafe. They talked about everything and nothing. Mia found herself sharing things she hadn't told anyone before, her biggest dreams, her small regrets, all those little secrets she usually kept locked away. As they talked, Leo kept sketching, and without her even noticing, he was drawing her. He captured the gentle curve of her smile, the way she tucked a stray, damp piece of hair behind her ear. It was effortless, natural. At some point, the rain finally stopped. Outside, the street glistened under the warm glow of the streetlights. Mia suddenly realized it was late, much later than she had planned, but the thought of leaving felt wrong. She just didn't want this moment to end. Then, Leo carefully tore a page from his notebook and handed it to her. "I don't usually do this," he said, his voice soft, "but I wanted you to have it." Mia took the sketch, and a warmth bloomed in her chest, spreading through her entire body. It was her face on the paper, but it was more than just a drawing. It was how he saw her, gentle, radiant, and so incredibly alive. "Thank you," she whispered, her eyes meeting his across the small table. In that single, quiet moment, something unspoken passed between them. It was a spark, a silent promise, the start of something beautiful. As Mia stepped back out onto the now dry street, the city air felt fresh and new. She clutched the sketch to her chest and realized that sometimes love doesn't make a grand entrance. Sometimes it arrives quietly on a rainy night, in the form of a gentle smile, a simple sketch, and a single, magical evening. And as she walked home, she knew, with absolute certainty, that she would be back to that cafe very, very soon. Thanks for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the heart. See you next time.